I have Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi with me, spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, and member of Parliament. The wonderful human being that we all love listening to, who inspires so many of us, all the way from India, here in Chicago. Let's talk to him. We just heard him, and we just heard the response from the audience. Everybody was in awe of what he said. Sudhanshuji, thank you very much for speaking with us. And you talked about cultural diplomacy. You talked about the Indian diaspora, what all has been done, and I totally agree with, because the new picture of India that we see now wherever we go, even in the non-Indian communities, everybody knows about India, everybody knows about Prime Minister Narendra Modi now, so the entire outlook has changed, but still a lot needs to be done, and the people overseas need to be bridging that gap. So please guide us on what else we can do, or what else the community overseas can do to make this image of India brighter and brighter.
Prior to our government, the entire focus of diplomacy was based on just two aspects. One was a strategic aspect, means military defense related. Another was the economic aspect. But Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has added two more dimensions, that is the Indian diaspora, which is the biggest diaspora anywhere in the world, particularly in US. As per the media reports, now the Indian diaspora is the most educated community. 72% of them are having a high education and working in a highly technically skilled job, which is much above the average of the US, in which I think that 32% are graduates. So why not to use this potential? And second thing, India is the, I think, only country in the world which is having such a vast cultural connect with so many countries. So Prime Minister has used all these aspects which contribute to a very affectionate, emotional, soft connect with the entire world. As far as here the Indian community in US is concerned, I think they are blessed and privileged that they are having access to the best education in the world, to the best technology in the world. So they should try to inculcate the future in acquiring, researching and emerging new technologies, so that in the time to comes, if we are witnessing that the Google chief is Indian, the Microsoft chief is Indian, the MasterCard chief was Indian, the Pepsi chief is Indian, but we should also wait for the time when a solely new technology oriented new company will be formed by Indian, and that will contribute not only to the country, not only to the US and India, but also to the entire world.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yes, definitely involving the youth. So when we're talking about youth, what is your message? I know you yourself is a mechanical engineer with a super strategic mind. What is your message to our youth that inspires them, and how can they be more involved?
For youth, I would like to say that India is considered to be the youngest country in the entire world. This is truth, but this is half truth. The full truth is we are the youngest country and the oldest civilization. So youth must keep in mind that you represents, or you are connected to the youngest country of the world, and you also having the legacy of the oldest civilization of the world. So we are having a prominent future which can have a lot to do in the economy, business and technology, but with a glorious legacy which has always established harmony. And in the so-called era of clash of civilization, we are the only civilization which is having a capability to create a coherence. So youth should look country and the civilization in a totally different aspect, and then definitely I think that the youth will be able to go ahead. And in this context, I would like to say for 2 lines of a poem कि यद्यपि सब जग का हित चिंतन सबको आवश्यक है, किंतु व्यक्ति पर सबसे पहले देश जाति का हक है। पैदा कर जिस देश समाज ने तुमको पाला पोसा, किए हुए है वह निज हित का तुमसे बड़ा भरोसा। उससे होना उऋण प्रथम है सत कर्तव्य तुम्हारा, फिर दे सकते हो वसुधा को शेष स्वजीवन सारा.
That's beautiful, and I know you just talked about what more is coming in terms of different aspect of India-US relationship. What are we looking forward to in next few years in terms of India-US relationship? I know it's getting strengthened, day by day. What more is coming up? What are we looking forward to?
Prime Minister Modi ji's government has taken a significant paradigm shift in the India's policy, was making defense industry indigenous. So we need a collaboration and a proper transfer of technology in some of the high-tech areas from US as far as defense is concerned. We are already having the Indo-US nuclear deal. Apart from that, we need a collaboration or technologies on clean energy, on new emerging technologies, whether it is the quantum computer or the semiconductor. We want to have manufacturing and self-reliance on chips. So in this aspect, we need some support. We need collaboration in space technology. So definitely, I think if these areas are kept in mind by the US administration, it can epoch into a new era of collaboration. And would like to remind that during the time of President Bush in 2004, January, they have talked about NSSP, the next stage strategic partnership. If it has to be fructified in a true sense, then in all these aspects, US should try to come up one step ahead, having a proper collaboration with whom? With not only the biggest democracy of the world, but with the only sustainable, consistent, strong democracy in the entire Eastern Hemisphere of the world.
Wow, that's wonderful. As you heard, there's more that needs to be done, and we have the guidance, we have the leaders that are taking us to the brighter future. The complete change of mindset, people for people overseas as well, all over the world, and a lot needs to be done, and we all need to do our part to make sure that our nation is represented and is put in a light that it deserves, and we all need to work together to make that dream come true. And Sudhanshu ji, thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you all the best, and we are all with you. We'll be working together. All the Indians overseas are so proud that we are taking our nation to new heights. Thank you.